could always find me at the Four Aces Bar and Casino on 12th Street. The Four Aces was a real clip joint, but it was a stand-in for my office. The owner and I drank out of the same bottle, and he always kept a table reserved for me. I did a lot of work for undesirables and saps of the land, and it wouldn't be good to put down roots. Besides, gumshoes like me were always on the move. I was on my way to meet with my new client, a dame who was in a jam with the Cabbalas. They were the city's version of the Capone mob. From our conversation, I gathered that she used to work for Big Jimmy Cabbala. She was on the Crosstown Rattler doing at 9 p.m. Her story was that she had the goods on Big Jimmy and he wanted her rubbed out. She was looking to take a powder, dangle, disappear for a while. Maria Donaldson, 24, 126 pounds of pure Dane, a real dish and hitting on all 8. She was a pro skirt, but the closest thing to a mole I had.
Hey Johnny, where you been?
Working. How you doing, sweetheart?
The name's Maria.
Yeah. We bumped gums for a few minutes before I jumped into my heap and headed for my rendezvous.
Going somewhere, dollface? Big Jimmy wants to see you.
I'm not going nowhere with ya.
Big Jimmy might frown at that. Come on, sister. Go on with it.
Thanks,
Johnny Lowbuck. You okay?
Yeah, I thought he was you.
No problem. Let's blow this dump before they nail us. We arrived at the Four Aces around midnight. I parked in the alley just in case we had been made by the Cabbalas. This job should have been duck soup, but now I was behind the 8 ball with Liz. Big Jimmy would have his thugs out looking for us by now. Max, the dump's owner, was behind the bar serving giggle juice for last call. How you doing, Max?
Good. Looks like you're doing okay too.
Oh, the skirt? She's a client, but I need a favor from you, Max.
Sure, Johnny. Anything you need.
Some things happened tonight and I need to find out what the dame knows and why the Cabbalas are putting the screws on her. I know you're closing, but this might take a while.
No problem. Just lock up when you leave.
Thanks, Max. I won't forget this.
Yeah, you will.
I joined Liz at the table as Max closed up, said goodnight, and left. Listen, doll. I need to know why Big Jimmy wants to put you in a Chicago overcoat.
Well, I guess you know I sort of worked for him.
I had a hunch, but why's he want you rubbed out?
Jimmy never let me in on anything that was going down. But one day I heard them discussing the Harrington jewel heist.
Don't tell me you want you dead just because you overheard them discussing an old jewel heist.
No, it's more than that. He saw me talking to a cop a couple of days later, and he thinks I tipped him off.
Tipped him off? On what? The heist was pulled years ago, and as far as I know, some poor sap took the fall for it.
I know, but Jimmy and his bunch pulled the job, and I overheard them saying where they had hid the diamonds.
Well, in that case, talking to the heat wasn't too smart, and then letting them see you was even dumber, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't smart. But the cop is my brother, and when we crossed paths on the street, I had to talk to him.
Your brother's a cop?
Yeah, that's right. He's a cop. Look, you're going to have to excuse me for a minute. I need to use the powder room.
Sure, I'll grab us a drink.
I'll be right back.
The fire spread rapidly throughout the dilapidated old building, and it filled quickly with smoke. It was hard to see and even harder to breathe. As I gasped for air, I spotted Liz lying unconscious on the floor. I made my way over to her as the smoke and fire swirled around me. I hoisted her over my shoulder and made my way outside. You okay?
I think so.
Let's beat it. The place will be crawling with cops and firemen before long. I wondered if the explosion had been an attempt on Liz's life or just a fluke. I decided the city wasn't safe for either of us right now. As I sped out of town, I caught a glimpse of a car in my rearview mirror. I think we got a tail.
You think it's Big Jimmy?
Not sure. Hold on, we'll find out. That'll slow them up for a while.
Yeah.
Go inside and get some rest. I'll keep watch for a while and make sure no one else followed us.
Sure, I could use some rest.
I had a quick look around the place to make sure no one had followed us. After I was sure we were alone, I headed back to the cabin. As I headed back towards the cabin, I heard the sound of a car pulling up. I turned quickly. It was Maria. I went over and greeted her. Hi, Maria. What are you doing here this time of morning?
I just wanted to see you, Johnny.
That's nice, Maria, but I'm working. I don't need any more distractions. I'll call you as soon as I can.
Oh, come on, Johnny, just for a while.
I haven't got time right now. I'll talk to you as soon as I can.
Oh, all right then.
As Maria drove away, I thought, how did she know I was here anyway? I turned to go inside and saw Liz standing in the window smoking a butt. I wondered how a doll like her ever got involved with the likes of Jimmy Kamala. I figured there was no rhyme or reason for the way things turned out.